Welcome to Chef Alli's Farm Fresh Kitchen. It's time to gather around the table to cook and converse. Right here, we'll come together to learn about Kansas agriculture and the farm families that feed us as we discover new recipes, Kansas products, and farm fresh ingredients.
I have a feeling that I want to use this as my spoon when we're done with this segment, Alli.
You are going to want to because we are making crispy bacon and sweet potato hash.
Anything with bacon you can't mess up.
Exactly.
Right?
And you cannot mess it up. And what we want to point out this morning is we're using our bacon, which is a very important ingredient in this, but there's just 3 strips. So this is still a really healthy, zingy, wonderful dish. And speaking of zing, I think I mentioned to you that Kansas Farm Bureau is having a really special event May the 1st at the Kansas City Culinary Center. It's called Zest and Zing, and if you go to Chef Alli's Facebook page today, you can register to win 2 tickets because it's a farmer and foodie event where you can learn more about farming, learn more about food. But please go to my Facebook page so that you can win 2 tickets to this wonderful Kansas Farm Bureau event. I don't get to be in the chef competition, but I do get to be the MC that evening. So
Why? Because with you in there, there's no contest at all. You just wipe the floor with everybody.
That's exactly.
I can attest to that.
So back to our hash.
Yes.
You know, hash is super trendy right now. I told you I really don't like that name, but it's a very trendy. It's a beautiful dish. This is actually a paella pan that we have it in. So what we did is we cooked up our bacon, got it nice and crispy, and then I took that out of the pan. And then with our remaining little bit of bacon fat, added the aromatics, what are our aromatics? I talk to you about this all the time. Let's see. Look in your pan.
The things that smell, I don't know.
The foundation,
160 degrees.
The foundation of our dish, which would be our onions, our bell peppers. Then I threw in our wonderful, wonderful sweet potatoes.
Okay.
And then now a key ingredient. Do you have any idea what that is?
Soybeans. Edamame.
Edamame. You are a smart man.
We have Charlene Patton with the Kansas Soybean Commission all the time. We are
absolutely.
She'd beat me with this spatula
if you didn't know that. Yes. And so go ahead and give that a stir if you want to with that big spatula spoon that you're going to use. And then here's our corn. So we're going to give that. So we've got all the beautiful colors of the red bell pepper, the corn, edamame. Then we need to give it just a little bit of kosher salt.
Okay.
Okay, that's fun. And then pepper is a spice, so of course we want to grind that fresh. But this is a wonderful dish if you have lots of people to serve. And then of course we want to add our
bacon.
Yes.
Now, Alli, can we modify this and like put a whole pack of bacon in there if you were wanting to?
Yes,
sure you can.
Sure you can.
Yeah,
why not?
Come on.
Or you know what? Another way that you can make it a main dish is what I do for my family a lot of times is I will take a package of like kielbasa sausage. Slice that up into bite-sized pieces and brown that along with my bacon. And then my teenage boys are really happy because they see meat in there. You know, they like that.
So
I like the vegetables, they like the meat.
It's very colorful. It looks great.
Yeah. And if you need a little extra broth in there, we don't want to always add more oil because what does that give us?
Well,
fat and calories. So add a little extra broth if you need it. And our spices that we used today were thyme and red pepper flakes, so it's got a little bit of zing.
And speaking of thyme,
I know, we're out. Go to Chef Alli's Facebook page if you want this recipe because it's up there. And register to win your Zest and Zing tickets from Kansas Farm Bureau.
All right, somebody get the plates in the studio. We're going to chow down on this.
Come
we'll be right back.
fed.
Drew's got your weather forecast next.
Thanks for joining us. Kansas Farm Bureau is proud to support hardworking families across the state like farmers and ranchers who make it their life commitment to provide food that nourishes all of us. Kansas Farm Bureau, representing grassroots agriculture.